Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Okami. In the last episode, we restored Hana Valley back to the way it was, and in this episode, we're gonna hopefully do the same for Shinshu Field. Oh, okay, that's a new brush technique in the bag. Now, Ami, before you get all excited and forget about what you're supposed to do, here's an important tip for you, and he is going to tell us to open up the fan menu and take a look at the logbook, which I never use. This is where you can check to see what you have currently done in your game. It's kind of like a previously on your adventure type thing. Just reminds you of things that you have heard. God, I can't talk. Anyway, let's talk to this guy. Freaky, it looks like the river suddenly cleared up. I saw Susanoo whizzing past here a little while ago. Surely it wasn't him who cleaned up the river. Nah, that wouldn't make any sense. Susanoo hates the environment. We want to do over here is look at this really bad curse zone. There's the guardian sapling in the middle, and Sakuya says that if we can just restore life to the guardian saplings, then she can protect it. So, let's do it. Let's try drawing bloom on it and see what happens. Wouldn't you know it? Welcome to Shinshu Field, guys. Or Shinshu Field. God, I can never say that name when I'm talking fast. Shinshu Field is our first main area of the game. There's 4 main areas. Shinshu Field is the first of the 4. And I'm going to count that as saying it correctly just because I feel like it. And 30 praise for doing that. Okay, so it is very much in our best interest to do this. Technically, not all the praise you get is from side quests. There are some required things that give you praise, but for the most part, it's a side quest thing. Plants and animals are back, and just feel that fresh breeze. Now, that's what I call a great divine intervention. If you keep on dispelling the evil curses like this, I bet the gods of nature will lend you their powers. Alright. And that's basically how it works. We restore nature's beauty to the world, and in return, we get the powers of the gods to help us fight off the demons, which is our duty. And that is Sakuya's tree, which has finally come back to life after we restored 2 of those guardian saplings. She perked up. More like she became able to actually move. God. Yeah, she perked up all right. And now he wants us to take a look around Shinshu Field. He's going to mark places on our map for us to look. And I apologize, there's going to be a lot of cutting in this video. But there's just a lot of places you have to go, and they're all very spread out. So let me go ahead and just show you the different things. That was fleeing battle right there. I'll get into that a little bit later when we get into a battle where we actually can flee. All those red circles are places we need to go. We're going to go around them in a clockwise fashion. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. Actually, first, I just realized we had over 100 praise. Let's go ahead and spend that in another ink pot. So now that we have 5. Okay, now I will see you guys in just a moment. Welcome to our first stop, which is the dojo Shinshu Field, and here you will not be finding people freaking out on October 10th over the fact that Sonic is in Brawl. No! It's not that kind of dojo. Here we have a demon gate. Well, technically called devil gates, though, but out of habit I call them demon gates. I don't know why. Going through it will cause us to get into a multi-phase battle. We're starting off here with the yellow imp, which we've already seen before. I'm going to go ahead and power slash him right off the bat, though, because I kept forgetting to do that last time. It's a lot more effective if you do it that way. Something I think I should go over right now is the kanji that makes up the battle backgrounds. Each of those symbols have different meanings, as you would probably guess, and... Oh, come on, dude! Had you done... Look at that, he's like at a sliver of health, and it didn't count. Ah, come on, dude. Can you please die? Thank you. Thank you for dying. Have a nice day. Oh, wait, you can't. You're dead. Okay, thank you. God, that was so stupid. It was down to like 1 HP and it just wouldn't die. I had to wait for it to burrow around again. Anyway, for clearing demon gates, you typically will get special rewards, as you will see right now. Please be the end. 1 imp? Just a green imp? Man, are you kidding me? Jeez, game. Is this even a necessary phase? I mean, man, we're not learning rejuvenation anymore, man. We have 4 brush techniques under our belt. Come on. We're not in the river of heavens anymore. Nor Kansas. Anyway, back to the meaning of the kanji. The battle background reads as follows. Evil, ogre, hatred, curse, misfortune, anger, illness, death, horde, demon, specter, and darkness. Yeah, it kind of loses its cool if you know Japanese. But, you know, I guess it looks cool if you don't know Japanese. It's kind of weird. It's like cooler if you don't know Japanese because it seems like it's being way too hard to be serious if you do know it. Alright, after restoring that, we get a pond here in the middle of, well, not in the middle of, in front of the dojo, which is where we're heading. This is our first destination. And yep, those demon gates, well, devil gates, like I said. Sorry for not being specific enough. This right here that we get is a Mermaid Fountain. You can only, Mermaid Fountains are basically warp points. You can only warp from one Mermaid Fountain to another one that you've already been to. You need to have a mermaid coin, which can be bought from merchants for 1,000 yen. That's really all there is to that. Simple as that. I don't recommend buying a lot of them, because usually when you need them, the game will pretty much just supply you with them. So I only recommend buying like maybe one or two, only having like one or two with you at a time, just for that reason. Now, we're going to go into the dojo, and we're going to meet one of my favorite characters, the Giddy Sensei, which Onigiri is, it's basically the Japanese rice balls. Okay, pay attention to his face. You see how he looks kind of like a weak old man with a big chin, you know. And no, I'm not going to say that his chin is jelly-filled, okay? So we only have a few different moves that we can learn as of right now. Well, actually, we only have one. This right here, Fleet Foot, the first technique that we're on. Never buy that, okay? It's a dodge technique. You dodge by swinging the nunchuck, and I warn you, it doesn't work, okay? I typically defend the motion controls in this game, saying they aren't as bad as people say, and if you just get the hang of it, it's really easy. But this, I will flat out say, it doesn't work. And dodging isn't even needed in this game. You can just jump out of the way of attacks very easily, and your attacks do more damage when you jump anyway, so... What we're going to buy here is just the Reflector Technique 4 wins, which makes it that we can do another hit with our Reflector. And now this will give me a good chance to show off the timing on that. And look at this, his head flips around, and look at that. Now he looks angry. It's kind of like Brock Monsieur from Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. It's kind of what he reminds me of. So now we're going to head inside. And now I will get to show you the timing on how you're supposed to swing the Wii Remote, which I've been wanting to do for a while, but I haven't had a really good chance to... Yes, I understand. We just attack 4 times. It adds an extra hit to our combo. And he says Engarde. Excuse me, Engarde. I like saying Engarde just because I think it's funny and no one else does. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how it goes. That is the timing for how you're supposed to swing the Wii Remote. People say it's unresponsive. What they did was they changed the reflector in this game. They didn't change the other 2 types of weapons, which we'll get into later. Now, he's going to tell you to do it again, but you don't have to. After just doing it once, you're good and you can leave. He will make you do it over and over like 20 times if you don't leave. And on your first playthrough, if you don't know that, it's hell! But with our new skill in Paw, we want to go behind the Onigiri Dojo and dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole to get a chest containing stray bead. That didn't go as I planned for it to sound. The next stop on our counterclockwise journey is this right here. It's a scroll that tells you how to feed animals. Did we really need that game? Really? Did we? No, I don't think so. But I'm not an expert game designer. Maybe I just don't understand. It just tells you that you get praise for feeding animals, and the animals will not accept anything besides what they want. This is destination number 2, the Agata Forest Port. He says that there is a ferry that runs to Agata Forest, but it's been out of service since the travel level dropped. Gee, I wonder why, because there's demons in the area? No. Next destination is just down here. Let's bloom this really quick. The camera can make it disappear by going inside of the tree before I get to bloom it. Now, that right there is a tactic you can use. You can line up trees in a row and just draw a circle around both of them, and it'll bloom both of them. It's really good on saving you time. This is our next destination right here. This is the Moon Shrine. I like how the door looks like an angry face. Yeah. This right here is Mika. He is a He is a priest of the Moon Shrine. I almost said he was a hunter. No, I'm thinking of another character that's like him later in the game. Now, he says that there is a... He says the Moon Cave housed Tsukuyomi, the fabled sword that helps keep the demon away. Demon's name is... No, I'll be cursed if I say it. It's the demon that Nagi and Shiranui slayed. He says that his master Waka has to go back to the city. Alright. His master Waka went to the city, and this happened while he was gone, so he was trying to keep the monsters away. And what he's going to do is he's going to give you a wanted list. All of these are fought by going to regular enemy demon scrolls in this area, Shinshu Field, at nighttime. If you destroy all of them, you get a reward. You get gold dust, which you can use to bless one of your weapons. When a weapon is blessed, it is much stronger from there on out. So it's a good idea to do this, to do these, because every area has a hit list, and I'll show them as they become available. It turns nighttime automatically when you get out of there. I am not going to show these on screen just because it's fighting regular enemies. Whenever you see that, Toya of the Short Temper appeared. All you have to do is just kill the one monster that says they're no different than regular enemies, they just have an arrow in them. A white-plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. And guess what, buddy? You're my sacrifice today. Power slash. I don't really care. Once you destroy the monster that's on the wanted list, all the monsters in the battle are automatically killed because it was the boss of them. See right there? Tons of rewards. Our fourth destination is right here. It is not our final destination. Sorry about that. Of course, we're playing as a wolf and not a fox, so that would not be the case. This is the Moon Cave entrance. This is the fourth place that Isun wanted us to see. This is Lake Harumi. This is the lake that shadowy figure that the Nameless Man said was fleeing from. Possibly the shady character who pulled out the sword Tsukuyomi in the intro story. Let's go and head over to the entrance to the Moon Cave. Let's go up to it and... Bug Zapper activate! Yep, there's a barrier here that we cannot get past, and Isun just suggests we stay away from it. Yeah, he wanted us to come see something that we should stay away from. Thanks, Isun. Thanks a lot. But this place is awesome art direction. And now for the very last location that Isun marked on our map. Drumroll. We have a new enemy here. This is a dead fish. Yeah, I love this enemy's name. Dead fish are quite possibly the easiest enemy we have encountered thus far. They are not difficult. All they do is they fly around and you cut them down with a power slash. That's pretty much how their lives go. They live very sad lives. I don't know, I don't even really like their designs. I just think they're all around crappy enemies. So we're just gonna power slash him. He doesn't take any damage, but he falls back down to earth. Power slash him again. He gets hurt quite a bit. And now what he's gonna do is, when he gets really weak, he's gonna try to latch onto you and self-destruct. You gotta kill him fast, or that happens. Look at, he doesn't even do that much. I barely lost any health. Like, my solar unit didn't go down hardly at all. Now, his floral finisher is Power Slash, which I didn't get to show there, unfortunately, though, but that is not what we came here for. We got the Legend of Otogi in here. The Legend of Otogi basically just reiterates what the story intro told you, so I don't really think it's necessary going over it. You can only go into this house here at nighttime. No, that can't be right. I should be doing that. No. I checked and double-checked my formula. No. Got a minute? Whoa, what is the little wisp doing here? Hey, who are you calling a wisp? You know, being a wisp is a hell of a lot cooler than being called a bug, okay? I wouldn't be complaining, Isun, okay?
Flaming Pyrotechnist, Tama!
It's not the kind of flaming you're probably thinking of. I like how he is a pyrotechnist who works with explosives and he smokes a pipe. I just love that. There is this formula that he posted on the wall. He wants us to test his formula out for him. Yes, he's going to entrust it to somebody he thinks is a dog. And what we have to do here, we have to draw his formula. Draw a circle with a line coming out of it. And it makes Cherry Bomb. Holy smokes. All right. No, not the kinds that appear on your brush, because the official name of that smoke that comes off of your brush when it shows you're interacting with something is actually Holy Smokes. Yeah, I'm not kidding. It really is the official name. It's another constellation. We are going to learn another brush technique. Hey, it's another dyslexic Big Dipper. There's a lot of those. Let's fill in these two. Aw, it's not a dyslexic Big Dipper anymore. Well, maybe. This is probably my third favorite brush god. I like a lot of them, but this is probably my third favorite. His children are trying to kill him. Look at that. They have like torches in their mouth. They're trying to light the bomb that he's on. This is Bakugami. Madarasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. Too often it is easy to forget which we cannot see. He is the god of explosive force, by the way, and he's representatory of the boar in the Chinese zodiac. And he just repeated exactly what I said, saying that he is the god of explosive force. Yay! I'm making this game more repetitive! I'm proud of it. And I love this. Sensor death. I like that the power just rolls into us. And now that we have that, we can use Cherry Bomb. Simply put, all you do is just draw a circle with a line coming out of it. Once again, it automatically explodes if it's pressed against an enemy or something that it can interact with. In battle, it does more damage than Power Slash, and it is floral finishers for some enemies, but it has a bit of a delay on it because you have to wait for it to explode and detonate. It gets really explode and detonate. I think they're kind of the same thing. Well, detonate is kind of the act of making it explode. Whatever. And here we get a rat statue, which we can sell, but we're not going to do that yet because we have learned a new brush technique, the element of explosive force. We are going to end things off here. So, next time on Okami, we are going to return to Kamiki Village now that we have visited all the places in Shinshu Field that Isun wanted us to see. Off screen, I am going to get all those wanted creatures like I told you. And just as one final reminder, they appear at nighttime as regular enemies. Alright, now that that's taken care of, see you guys then.